Why does it look like that? Is it gonna fix when it- there it goes. Alright. I got my soda. Unfortunately, it's already open. I'll probably tell the story again later when more people get in, but essentially I went to grab a soda and I had a whole cartoon act of me almost knocking everything over, trying to put the 2 cans that were still left in the box in the fridge. So when I took out 1 can, it became super unstable and it was like a balancing act with the last can in the box, and it shouldn't have been that difficult. And I saved it, but then there was one that I don't even know where it was, but I think it was the one I was trying to put in the fridge as I was trying to balance the one that almost fell, and then I dropped the one I was putting in the fridge, and it landed perfectly, like, upright, but it still had fallen and slammed onto the ground. So I had to go outside to open it there so it didn't explode, so that's the one I'm drinking now. It's actually out of a cartoon. Okay. Yes, Turnabout Sisters. Rest in peace, Mia. My go. September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 1. I'm so scared about reading. Okay, I'm locked in. Hold on. One more sip of water. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. Am I doing British for him too? Probably. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. I have to do it the entire time. I used to be good at a British accent, I swear. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. I will find a new voice for Miles Edgeworth. Mr. Edge, as his friends call him. I'll find one, don't worry. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you. I could just do an anime protagonist, but like less raspy than what I tried to do for Ash Ketchum. I don't know. Ash Ketchum? I mean, it's kind of the Ash voice, whatever. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor, the prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. Hi, Dave! Welcome in! Hello! It's Phoenix Wright time. How was the rest of your Vampire Crawlers run? I'm sorry I had to dip. I was like, oh fuck, it's 4:03 when I realized, because I was playing Vampire Crawlers and got distracted by the time. We won? Hell yeah. Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. Now I get to chill and watch, yay? Yippee! Hell yeah. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. Man, Gumshoe really is a dick. Haha, get it? Because it's his first name. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. I should have read that in Maya's voice, but it's fine. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Maya Fey's arrest. You rush to the scene. 2 people. Okay, what do we have? Let me... I didn't mean to do that. Oh, call him on every detail. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you two stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Well, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press with a little more care. Alright. Who's the witness? Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about the suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? Well, what? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Ah! Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. I guess they're both Southern. Man, I made that connection instantly. Between him and April May. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood wasn't the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Let me just quickly look at, okay. Okay. I found the memo. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Ho ho! Then who did write it, smarty pants? Who? The killer? I did! The killer! Anyone can see that. Oh, you're saying the killer wrote her own name? Buddy, please! She was framed! Objection! Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? Irk. I guess that was a bit of a tall order for you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright. Sorry. Yeah, pal. Ugh. Well, detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found. Was there blood found on her finger? No, don't autoplay. Thank you. I'm just gonna, it's fine. On which hand was the bloody finger, detective? The right hand. The right hand. She was right-handed. Ha ha ha. Nice try. Uh-oh, I guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at there. Wait. Wait, death was instantaneous, was it not? Hold on. Hold. Objection! Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey? That's really what you're saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. But backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, detective. Wait, was the butler the one that killed her? I know we got to see who killed her, but I forgot. No, because I think he was a brunette and the guy that killed her had like pink hair or something. Order, order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Objection! Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? I think it was the day after the murder, was it not? Yeah, because that's when I talked to Gumshoe. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being? That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday, at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the wait, I should give him like the... Your Honor, my princess, oh kitten. It's quite easy to imagine that the victim didn't have time to write Maya. Nah, I'm gonna go back to the other voice. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. God, stop doing that, you smug asshole. Why, Mr. Wright? You look shocked. Something you want to say? What? You're a sham, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Oh my god. Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Autopsy report updated. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was The evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Don't fucking bow. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Oh, I gotta warm up my southern accent. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? She's so catgirl coded.
Witness, your name, please. April May, at your—
What the fuck?
At your service. Wink.
Order, an introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Aw, yes, Your Honor.
This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom.
Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was, like, in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices?
That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court about what you saw.
It was, like, 9 p.m. at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked.
Did Mia have long hair? She did.
The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Wink.
Hey, he told you not to do that. Hey, Judge! Hey, Judge!
Well, Your Honor.
I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any— Wait, Your Honor!
Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination?
I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Hey, Judge? Hey, Judge? Hey. Hey. Stop that. Horny jail. Bonk.
Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fay's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies.
Hey, how dare you? Oh, so he can do personal attacks, but I can't? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes! I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination, if only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. First off, I want to press her on hitting. Let me check. What time was the murder again? It was, man. Whatever. What did she hit her with, buddy? How did you know it was my client?
Huh? Well, gee. First of all, she had a girl's physique. And secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her?
She has a point. I question your testimony. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks.
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you saw nothing. Did you really see the defendant at all?
Erp!
Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Wasn't she quite tall? Respectfully so? I don't know.
Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless. About this, I mean.
Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fay— oh, vice versa. You would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. That's true, she has bright-ass clothes. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus.
But...
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. I saw her. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
Rawr, what are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. Stop it.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Wink.
Tell her to stop winking! You told her that already! Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her.
Okay. I did see everything. I did! The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. The kind of statue-y clock? The thinker, I think. You didn't know it was a clock. They haven't said clock yet. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you?